Well, folks, this is a video from MogeeMo's dad. The pictures you see in front of you are MogeeMo, and his name is Wyatt Shane Norman. And the reason his dad is doing this video is because little MogeeMo passed away in April. And of type 1 diabetes. We didn't know he had it. We don't have it in our family, me or his mother, either one, on either, and nobody has it. And we didn't know he had it. And it masks itself as a stomach virus or the flu, and you have a few hours to react, and if you don't, it's called dead in bed syndrome. You can read about it. It has a name like diabetes, acidophilus, whatever, but that's just what happens. You go into a diabetic coma in just a few hours and you're done. And we just now learned about all this, and I really hate diabetes now. I never knew anything about it, but I do now, and I severely hate it. But those are 2 letters that little Wyatt wrote about me in school. They may not focus too well. This cabinet is decorated with all his things. We actually made this out of a chest of drawers. He painted it himself. And this is a little poster I made when we went to QuakeCon. It was the Doom booth where you could take a picture with this demon. That's me and him slaying that there. And I wanted to do this video because I don't want his YouTube page to die. His MogeeMo YouTube channel, that was his dream. That's what he always wanted to do. That was his biggest dream. And I tried to give him ideas, and he thought of most of them on his own. If you look at his videos on there, you'll see that most of them were done right here at the house. And that was just his big thing. I had bought him the YouTuber shirts, Jacksepticeye, H2O Delirious, and he had a lot of those shirts, and he was just really into it. And I was trying to help him out, get him some equipment. And now that he's gone and my heart's broken, it's been really tough. And this is for anybody that's lost a child. You know, there's no cure for it. There's no pill for it. There's no amount of praying or hoping or wishing that's going to fix it. It's just something you're going to have to deal with. You're going to have to ride with this big giant open wound in you the rest of your life. But the things that have helped me through it most of all has been talking to people. People that this has happened to before. There are people out there. I had to do a lot of research and checking out, and there's people out there that's lost their children. Wyatt was 10 years old, 10 years and 4 months, and he was almost as tall as me. He was up to my shoulder. He was my best friend. We did everything together. His mother and I are divorced, but we always made him our first priority. We didn't fight. We shared. We talked, and we just loved him. You know, I'll be honest, he was about half spoiled, because being his daddy, I got him everything. I got him everything I could. And you know, we don't have a lot of money, but you know, we ate at McDonald's a lot. We rented movies, and I bought him pretty much every game for his PS4 that I could think of. And I have the Xbox One, so I'd have to buy 2 games. But it's tough losing your babies. It's super tough. It's the worst pain that I've ever had in my life. It's the absolute only thing that's ever scared me to the point that I thought this can actually kill me. I can understand how people can grieve themselves to death. I can see it. But somehow, some way, I just keep going. My only help to anyone is try to stay busy. Try to keep your mind busy. Try to really, really focus on the good times. People say that, but it really comes to play. You got to focus on the good times. And one night I was actually suicidal, you know, shortly after it happened. And I was thinking of, you know, praying to God, please just help me out. And I was taking a shower, and I thought, I was about 1 week away from buying Six Flags season pass tickets for me and Wyatt. And I thought, we'd have to go there and wait in line, those long lines where it's hot to get on the rides. And then you'll see people, when you do that, you'll see them cutting in line. And then people that paid more, they can go cut in line. And the hardcore factor is we're all headed for right where Wyatt is. We're all headed there. We try to stretch it out and prolong it and ignore it and don't talk about it, but we're all headed. The end game of life is death. And I thought, well, he just cut in line. It doesn't help anything. It doesn't fix anything. It's a ha-ha moment, but it did help me a little bit. It helped a little bit. Just me to understand, because we're all going there. And whether you're a person of faith or not, that's your business, but I have to be. I have to believe that my little buddy is somewhere in the better than this torture chamber called life. Because there are some good things, but there's a whole lot of bad things here. And if you ask anyone, what's the worst thing that could ever happen to you, they'll tell you, to lose my child. Well, I can confirm that, yes, that is the worst thing. It is terrible. It's a horrible thing. It's awful. It's a pain that it's tough to live with. We're just a few months past it, and I'm doing better than I was, but I have my moments. I'll see his bicycle or his shoes that I bought or even this Kindle that I'm recording this on, and I'll just break down. I'll think of all the memories. I can still hear his voice. I can still feel his touch. When we hugged, we told each other we loved each other every single day, and I'm so proud of that. And I never denied him my time. We went and did stuff together all the time. I never left and took off on trips to go hunting or fishing or anything. It was always with him. And we're pretty much gamers. We game out a lot. And his older brother and myself and Wyatt, just hardcore gamers, all of it. We bought every game there was, especially all the famous titles. The last game I bought him was Ghost Recon Into the Wildlands. And I sat and watched him play it. And he was good at it. And I'd give anything if he was in there playing it right now. But I just want to tell you that you're not alone. If you've lost a child, and somehow, some way, you'll make it. You will. It's going to be a tough road. But just look around out there on the internet. There's people. There's a few YouTube videos that are okay. And then there's support groups. Like I found one that was a type 1 diabetes, and all the parents there have lost children. It's a private thing, so I can't give any information, but you can look and find it. It's not too hard. But seek out people that are like you, that are going through what you're going through, and it'll help you a whole lot more than just sitting and trying to stew on it or work it out in your head, because you can't work this out. Just know that I care, and there's a lot of other people out there that care, and you're not alone, and you can make it. It's tough, but you'll forever be changed for the rest of your life. I know I am. And no matter how happy I ever get in my life, it won't be as happy as it could have been, because I'm always thinking, man, my little buddy should be here. But I love you, Wyatt, and I miss you. And your daddy's forever wounded in this life, but I will see you again. And this time when I hold you, I'll never have to let you go. And that's just what I'm looking forward to. And I hope all of you out there are blessed. And I'm going to keep throwing videos on here to try to keep his channel alive, because that was his dream. I just want to keep it going for the family at least, and his friends, all of his little school friends. And bless you all. Thank you.